don't know what you just said, man.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap.
All right, well, I'm finna go get into some other shit then. Be easy, phase ass.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it. As well as
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Barton. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
Operating from the gun. Barton in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order. To win that type of an award, I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
But he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
It really doesn't matter if you pull up right now and see where
here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended
what you
today,
talking about, Brad?
It would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's
that LeBron James high school tactic.
I don't know, bro. I'm an admin in this shit.
It's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the ball and put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's
Where this was on. Where this was on. Oh, go tag me in that shit, bro.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
The only thing is
this one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be caught field right around the 40-yard line. Good pick up there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own
Bro,
defense.
listen, I miss more than y'all think, though, bro. I miss a lot, bro.
you always take care of me.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
I try to get everybody, bro, but I miss a lot, bro. I definitely miss a lot.
Bro, you ain't got somebody that's gonna do that shit for you, bro.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's gonna
Nah,
end.
I do it all myself, bro.
Position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
You would
definitely think it's a team, like it's like 2 phones, 2-3 cell phones.
No, that's all me, bro. Okay.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
That made that shit even tough for my team.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
Yeah,
Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
What's now to kick this one
Julio
away?
isn't ready right now, but I really want him to see us before.
This will be taken in the back of the end zone. And no
now.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 20 and 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Oh, you found it? You found it?
Just yet, and try and generate some offense on this
If
drive.
anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know many people like to throw to the
You see, I
tight
did
end,
not
get a little
retweet that or nothing, bro.
He probably salty about that too.
The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Well, fuck it. I mean, what y'all want done then? Shit.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
I just retweeted it. Fuck it.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade.
They gonna be like,
the
damn, Perk,
sports
what's
fuel
this?
company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin
Yeah,
quarter
you
number
know,
2, and they've
I
got it
don't
here
want
with a
much,
first down.
but if you would have did this before, you would have had a whole bunch more niggas in the league.
I don't even know, like, what type of league. What kind of, is this a draft league, right?
Yeah.
The give is to Elliott. And he's
First
going to be taken
season,
down here with a penalty flag on the field.
It's a draft league, though, yeah.
Offense.
But shit, that already had went down and shit. The draft and shit.
I didn't think, like, he had asked me would I help him, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm in the community for, my nigga. Like, I'm going to help. Whatever, well, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker need help, I'm going to help. Bro. I ain't know niggas want to bless me with an admin position.
After the penalty, it's Elliott.
I low-key got enough on my plate. I'm running a lot of shit, bro.
42-yard line.
Sorry, good,
Give him
bro.
a couple on the
We'll
run
make it
there.
right, man.
Second and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the
This is
second
Davis.
half, if you got a running back
They gonna
of this
do like,
size and these
bro, whatever,
dimensions, I can just tell you,
them
attrition
boys hit the
does set
screen,
in
bro.
for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play a game with him, but he's already got God first in his session. Like, here we go now. I'm not running too big.
On second down, Elliott.
Hey, who was
Able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able
who
to
is,
pick up
who
a
is
nice
Texas?
solid
Who is
gain.
Chaos?
The
Who is that?
disadvantage of blitzing
There's some
often
dudes
alters the
in my
normal
team.
spacing and run fits and leaves creases like
Oh,
they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, he want me to come hoop too. He asked me to come run with him.
Yeah, he took my team. That was my team.
To throw on third down. Barton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stone.
Yeah, but
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards on his
I'm
first
not.
catch. It's a first
I'm
down as
hooping with
well.
y'all, but dude told me I can play with. I can just like run with whoever. Hoop. Nah, bro, that's no good. It's plans. None and void. It's over with, boy.
Throwing on first down. Barton. And incomplete as he was knocked
No
as he
good.
threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball.
I'm trying to hoop, bro.
Another nice job there for us on the completion.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's built it before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help. Maybe.
And he's going to be ripped up and driven down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Oh, y'all
Right
got
now
to
they're
give.
saying,
Y'all
hey,
got
let's
to
keep
give me a
this
sec.
going.
I'm in
2
the whole
drives, 2
mag game.
touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're working really well.
Yeah, I'm in the mag game. It's gonna be over with quick though.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, it just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
And got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 65 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to it right after this timeout.
For real.
A reminder, once we
Look
get
at that
halftime, as
Alabama.
we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat,
You
people
don't
on
want to be
base in
so
scoring
don't
position.
say
One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third
Didn't see the
down
later
following
wood.
2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, Barton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on second down. Barton completes it to Aguilar. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Barton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
What's the road nigga? Jatavius, them team, I think that's Florida.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
You even said it's not a lot of switch-ups.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martinez. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there.
I like how long it's going to take you to do what you got to do.
The first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook.
Yeah, I'm in the third, bro.
Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in after one.
Listen, because I hit my career high
And a
with
good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I know, that's why I was like, oh my Lord, I was trying to go 5 for 5 for deep, bitch. I ain't never
The
go
Saints
5
now
for
they'll
5.
go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on. Here's what we think.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there
See,
for New
out of 4,
Orleans.
3 of them was green, 1 wasn't. And I was scared of that one that wasn't green, but that bitch,
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense.
What type of build he got out there?
That'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Oh, yeah, they sleeping down Chucky in the corner, bro.
Not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Call the game two as they're knocking on the door now.
So should I have put my other account in here and play it on my rebound and stretch instead of pure glass? Like,
he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Every quarter we can get someone to pour out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are pouring it.
I mean, it's up to y'all. Y'all got to let me know. I can come in with a pure glass or I can come in with a rebound. It's up to y'all.
A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his
I know how to,
Lutz now to kick this one
I'm
away.
real mindful of the paint.
Yeah,
I know how to shut that thing.
Rebounded first, sharp
This will
second.
be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get set to
He's
start
smaller though.
Here's
He's 6'11", 6'11", but he a horse though. He's a horse.
And that's become too familiar.
The glass
Too many
7'2".
of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know, in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on.
Bro, I'm doting on whatever, dog.
It's whatever. I like both of them options. But I don't know if it's
going for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
I'm gonna tell you what, I like the rebound and sharp better because I can move. You know, he move a lot faster than that pure glass. That pure glass slow. You know what I'm saying?
Lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted.
That's what my city is. He a 90.
They stopped him cold. That to me, that's good scouting.
And I think he's gonna go. They're not gonna get him. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it.
No, I'm just saying, the only reason I brought the option because if he got a shot creating athletic, you know what I'm saying? Keep that close space a little bit, bro.
Fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer, my dog. Superman changed in the phone booth. I'm mindful of that space.
That's what I'm saying. I like to keep shit space, you know what I'm saying? Give everybody room to operate.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me. Trying to get to the airport. The road, to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
You're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Let's go! Green, 39. Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
It's tough.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints just continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hurry up, here we go. Looking to throw on second down. Barton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Barton. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch it now, Barney. Now a handoff working right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ted McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
29-14.
All right. Who's going to go?
Anytime anybody in the party want to test these Madden skills, they're more than welcome.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone.
I've heard that many times.
New Orleans. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No, I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
I don't have no team, bro. I mean, I got a favorite team.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's running well. He's caught it pretty well,
man player in the
still far behind
team.
the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard.
And now this is intercepted.
I don't know how to play either.
Picked off at the 19.
It's okay, though.
Score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy.
What I just told y'all the score was?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead
was 62-14 now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
So what?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
It ain't, but the fact that the rules state absolutely no quitting.
Here we go now. 3-19. Throwing after the interception. Barton.
You got no chance. You quit, you gone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of
13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
That's what you're looking for.
It's crazy, right? I'll be at work talking about 2K. I got a homeboy be at work talking about FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA talk too. They do.
Yeah, he be talking about, he told me to get that shit and I'll become a defender. He like, bro, he like, man, every team, bro, like, just like you be talking about your team, everybody needs defenders. Nobody makes, bro, you can get on one of the best teams in FIFA if you make a defender and be okay.
Yeah, I'm going to grab that FIFA. I ain't even lying. My homeboy said about this the other day.
Ocho Cinco got me. Chad Johnson got me intrigued. I sort of got following.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard.
Yeah, he topped 100 in the world. I say, Ocho Cinco. Okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2
that
there.
Nigga ride around. He ride around with 2 PlayStations and 4. The nigga had. I watched one stream. The nigga had like 2 systems in his car and 4 games.
The Falcons on 3rd down.
See, when that be the
Lacking
nigga
much
ass and
success,
go,
just
I
2
let
for
him keep the
7 to
copy.
this point.
This league I'm in right now, the man league I'm playing in right now. Roy Williams in this league, the wide receiver. He used to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
he in this league. I whooped his ass in the Super Bowl season before last. Can't none of these niggas in this league fuck with me for real.
You said Roy Williams?
Yeah,
Safety?
Roy Williams. No, not the safety, the wide receiver.
Well, okay.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Damn, you fucking nah. Well, I'm a Cowboys fan. Nah, the wide receiver you can beat him, but the safety, my dude will put a helmet on him. Goddamn, you can't.
I'll fuck him up too. He put these sticks up.
Operating from the gun.
That ball's caught. Right before they start letting you dive at a bit.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16.
That's just like I want to whoop on I want to whoop on Tyreek Hill so bad in this 2K. I think he played with himself. On Xbox.
He got maybe a half yard at most.
Tyreek Hill on Xbox, man.
Back to throw. Barton. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around
his tournament
right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback,
oh, that might be Jeremy Macklin that's on Xbox.
Match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Okay, yeah, so that's his tournament that's on Xbox. I'm in that shit too on Xbox. I'm in his tournament.
A large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer.
I play with Major Pump over there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before.
No, the team name Major Pump.
Make yourself respectable, and that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with. they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late.
Last time I was on that bitch, I had
but this is
bought me
Madden,
some
isn't
gold,
it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter?
Didn't
These
get
guys
back
who are
on.
playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it on.
Yeah, I think it's a lot.
Up and good,
That'd
but
be a
this
lot
one was
more.
decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this
Oh,
ball
rough
game.
on the bullshit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.